Oh, thanks, man. Thank you. What is going on, everybody? We appreciate you being here for the grand finale of the quarantine routine. Alfie is very excited. He has asked me to ask you guys to run up the likes on this video. We want to see how many likes we can get. The more likes we get, the faster his little leg is going to heal up. So unless you don't have a heart, you're going to give this video a like. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. Alfie, tell the people what's up, man. So I figured I'd give you one last look into our quarantine diet, and honestly, this is probably the best I've eaten in quite a while consistently. I think it's been, what, almost 2 months since we've been quarantined. I'm guessing by the time you're watching this, the lockdown's probably over here in North Carolina. I'm kind of recording these videos ahead of time, but I figured I would at least run you guys through what I have been eating. So starting out over here with some dairy. So Greek yogurt is one of the things that I haven't traditionally liked, but this brand right here, Light and Fit, can make them taste delicious. So I got a few different flavors here. This is a cheesecake. I don't think I've ever had that one, but the coconut is awesome. This cold brew right here, Califia, insanely good. Since I can't go to Starbucks, obviously, this has been a nice substitute. This is Megan's preferred creamer. For breakfast on the weekends, we will have some gluten-free waffles. These Vans Blueberry are our favorite. They are so good. Cameraman, what is this? Come on, cameraman. Get in the way of my shot over here. Moving into some fruits and vegetables, a very important part of my diet. Bananas, very cheap source of fruit, and that you can use these in a lot of different recipes. You can eat them by themselves, very versatile. Then we have some frozen cauliflower rice. I'm even getting Meg to eat this now. This stuff is awesome if you're trying to save up on some carbs. I've been eating this for lunch lately, this kale salad. I feel like a real hippie, I gotta be honest with you. But I'm telling you, you mix this with some ground beef, squeeze of lime, so delicious. Got some frozen corn. Megan whips that up perfectly. Berries, my favorite are strawberries and blueberries. I got very lucky today. They were both on sale, so we picked them up. Asparagus, one of my favorite vegetables. We got some limes and some lemons. Lemons for Megan's water, limes for some tacos. And then these are a godsend right here, guys. If you can find the pre-cut sweet potatoes, these are so convenient, and they're a little bit more expensive, but worth every penny if you ask me. Moving into some meats, we didn't need a whole lot. We have a lot already. Ground bison, one of our favorites. And then we're gonna use this to make ourselves some tacos, which I'm super excited about. And then for us, I've kind of been trying to move away from chicken tenderloin to chicken breast. Just doesn't taste that great, so chicken thighs are my preferred. This is actually a chicken drumstick medallion, which is very similar to a chicken thigh, and they taste a lot better and only 3 grams of fat. Then we got some pickles, my personal favorite. We got avocado spray just because we wanted to pay 3 times more than just olive oil spray, so we could feel all bougie and whatnot. And just a few snacks here for Meg. We got some nut thins and Triscuit. Now, I was kind of trolling her on these, but they're actually pretty good. These Triscuit Rosemary's, just nice little something. Man, chocolate chips. This has been my guilty pleasure for sure. But this is a lot of what I eat throughout a week. I would say my diet has been, I've been more dialed in for sure, just being a little bit more cautious. And I have access to a kitchen all day long, which is obviously nice. I would say you have to be even more aware of what food you're bringing into the house the more you spend time in the house. Now, we've been eating very good throughout the week. You guys know on Sundays I make my cheat meal videos for you all, so that's not the best. And then on Friday nights, not a cheat, I wouldn't say, but just not the healthiest thing in the world. But if you're an OG, you already know, every Friday night we go to the exact same restaurant and we love it. It does not get much better than this. This is my favorite thing on the menu, the duck bowl. I'm telling you, I know it sounds weird, but duck is delicious. Got peppers, onions, rice. It's just a very hearty meal, if that's how you want to say it. Anyway, I'll check in with you guys in the morning. Beautiful Saturday morning here in Raleigh, finally starting to warm up, but I did want to give you guys an overview over what's happened in the last 2 months of quarantine from a few different aspects: family, financially, and fitness. The 3 F's, if you will. Now, what you'll find out is these things are not siloed, right? They're all kind of intermingled and they all work together in separate ways, because I don't live in a vacuum. I'm like you all, you know, I live out here in the real world. Sometimes I feel like when we watch people on social media, it's not really that relatable, because we're not just, you know, taking Instagram pictures and making videos all day. We have different things that are kind of going on with our lives. So hopefully you find these videos more relatable and more applicable to your daily life. Now, I'm sure we've all heard some version of this before, but life can often be determined on how we react to certain situations. And I try very hard to always find the good in whatever it is that's going on. Even if it's a pandemic, I mean, hopefully we don't experience too many of these in our lifetimes, but I promise you, you're gonna go through things that are going to flat out suck. But I'm 30 years old. I feel like I've been through enough in life to be able to tell you that no matter how bad it is, there's something good in that situation that you can find. At least that has been my experience throughout my life. So throughout this whole thing, obviously it hasn't been ideal, but being able to spend more time with Megan and Alfie has been awesome. So I would say from a family aspect, that is probably where I've made the most progress, especially with everything going on with Alfie right now. He broke his leg, as most of you guys know, so we're going to the vet at least once a week. This week was 3 times, twice yesterday. Been, you know, some complications, things going on, but just being able to be there when in normal circumstances I wouldn't have, just being able to eat lunch with them and go visit them on my breaks. That part has been amazing, and sometimes I think maybe this is something that we all needed, because unless life forced me to slow down, it wouldn't have happened, and I would have still been out and about, and I wouldn't have been able to provide as much love and attention as I have over the last 2 months, I guess. My 10,000 steps per day goal has not been going very well, to be honest with you all, and really fitness in general has taken a back seat, and it's at an all-time low in terms of prioritization as well as progress. As I showed you this morning, I'm down to 179 pounds. Was really hoping to maintain around 183, 184, but life has gotten a little bit hectic, and all of these aspects are intertwined, as I mentioned. So with Alfie needing so much extra attention, it's really cut into the time that I have available to me to make sure that I'm hitting my steps, getting my lifts in, things like that. Now, it started out okay at the beginning of quarantine before it hurt himself. Megan and I were waking up every morning, doing our Pilates or our yoga. I was getting in my push-ups, my pull-ups. So check that video out from last Wednesday if you guys want to see the progress there. So I was able to achieve that goal, but in terms of overall body composition and really in terms of just getting my workouts done as programmed, hasn't been the greatest. But it's a trade-off that I've been willing to make, and I will do a kind of like a body physique check, posing update, progress. I don't know what it is exactly called. I'll let you guys see a little bit later today where I'm sitting at right now. I don't think it's terrible, but it's definitely not the best I've ever been. Now, I'd say for most people, the financial piece is what's most stressful to them, and rightfully so. Unemployment being at an all-time high, the world economy essentially shutting down for a few months, something so unprecedented that we don't even know the implications that is going to have. And I don't want to be the bearer of bad news here, but I really believe things are going to get much worse before they get better. I'm just not convinced that we've seen the worst of it. Even as, you know, states start to open back up, it's going to take years to recover from what just transpired. So if you're in that situation and you're kind of looking from a next 6 to 12 months, just be prepared is what I would say. And I've been very, very fortunate that my work has been very busy. So in the short term, I haven't really experienced a negative downturn in my earnings. If anything, I would say it's helped in a way. But from an investment perspective, my stocks, oh my gosh, huge hit for sure. And that's that's part of it. You know, you win, you lose. It's never just gonna go up. Although over the last 12 years, it seems like it might. But there are going to be a lot of challenges ahead for everyone. I think it just gives us all the opportunity to get creative with how we're making our money. And I've seen a lot of cool things, a lot of businesses shifting their offerings, and a lot of us just, problem solving, figuring it out. But with the financial piece, and that's for me much more important than the fitness piece. So work has definitely come first. Been a lot of hours, and that's another piece that's kind of gotten in the way of getting in all my workouts. A lot of times things are changing by the minute, and things are popping up, and I'm taking calls, no matter what time of the day it is. And I'm happy to do that for sure. I've got to put food on the table, got to take care of my family, so that for me is what's most important. But as I told you guys yesterday, my nutrition has been on point, because for me it doesn't really take any more time or effort to eat, a salad over a cheeseburger, especially when I got Chef Meg in here whipping it up, just crushing. If you guys are following me on Instagram, which it should be, you see all those meals that we eat every night. Just check this little spread out. You getting into my brain. I feel emotionally drained. Breakfast tacos makes me think of the greatest city in the world that I'm not allowed to mention in Megan's presence. But just take a look. We got the tortilla, we got the Vital Farms eggs, very important, sausage and cilantro. Let me give you guys a taste test. That is an insanely good breakfast taco made at home. Megan whipped this up in like 10 minutes, so there's no reason you can't make good quality foods and without spending the whole day in your kitchen. And we also just picked up these taco holders to get ready to celebrate Cinco de Mayo. Those breakfast tacos were awesome. Definitely try that out. And I'm still utilizing Avatar Nutrition to track my food. This is an amazing tool to help you stay on track. They've actually decided to extend their promotion with everything going on. So you can get it for just $9.99 a month. And if you use Travis, you save another 10%. That's always linked down below. But this has some unique benefits over the other macro tracking apps that I've covered in my other videos. If you have any questions, you can let me know. But 497 calories for that type of meal is pretty awesome. And then I'm gonna have my multi. So what I love about this multivitamin, it has ashwagandha. This is PE Science True Multi. So ashwagandha will help with mood support. Take 3 capsules and you are good to go. So I think right now, supplementation is more important than it ever has been, just because you can't really control a whole lot of things. So I personally need to supplement in different areas. Multivitamin is great, and then I'll go over my pre-workout stack with y'all as well. But before we do that, Mr. Alfie wanted to say hello. Mr. Alfie has a broken leg. He's teething. He's got some allergies. Poor guy. So pre-workout, very important here. High volume is an amazing pump formula. What I love about this is I'm not feeling the best about myself right now, as you guys can probably tell. So this helps the veins come out, make me look a little bit bigger, gives me the self-confidence, better workouts. Sour green apple, you're gonna see a familiar trend here. Stick to that flavor, that's my favorite. The creatine, I've been being so lazy and I've been just not taking it for no reason. I'm gonna be getting back on it every single day, 1 scoop per day. And then these aminos, they just taste amazing. The sour green apple, I'm telling you, this combination is ridiculous. And then if I wasn't drinking coffee, I would also mix it with the Prolific, which has caffeine in there for an amazing workout. But today, since I got a little bit more time on my hands, I'm gonna sit down, enjoy my coffee, add my PE Science Select Cafe, which has 20 grams of protein, 100 grams of caffeine. You all can save 15% on any PE Science product that you like, going to PEScience.com, use discount code TRAVIS, and you will definitely thank me for it. Okay, so I did pick up a new tool for the home gym here. Home gym, aka my living room, because for the foreseeable future, I'm gonna be working out here. Even if my gym reopens tomorrow, I'm probably not gonna be the first one headed in there. I don't think it's that serious risk versus reward. These are gonna suffice for now. So what I like about these is they have handles, they have something you can put in the doorstop, so that's a big benefit as well. And the other thing that I had mentioned in last Wednesday's video, the mistake that I made on my push-ups and my pull-ups was not focusing on progressive overload. So I have this backpack, which just, something that everyone has in their house that can be very effective. I've loaded it up with a safety deposit box. So it's about 20 pounds. And then I'm doing my pull-ups, my push-ups with this, really focusing on increasing the weight as the weeks go on. So today's workout distractions, less Alfie induced, more cameraman induced. I'm telling you guys, if it's in this living room, it's just not happening. What do you have to say about that?
My coffee made me good.
and this is the post-quarantine physique check. As I mentioned, we lost a little bit of size, at least I feel like I did. It might not be as noticeable in my upper body, although I can see it, but my lower body, Megan keeps telling me how I've lost my butt and all that, but I have not done really any type of lower body activities. So the good news to all this is that pants fit me much better, which I'm excited about. And who needs legs anyway, you know? So I haven't done any squats. I've done some air squats, but it's been pretty minimal. But luckily, muscle memory is a beautiful thing. So let me hit them with some poses. Olympia 2021, baby. I'm out. All right, guys, we just got back from looking at the house, and if you have no idea what I'm talking about, watch next Wednesday's video. I have a very, very exciting announcement for you all. But until then, I'm gonna make myself a little smoothie. This has been my go-to recipe for the last few weeks. So I have 1 frozen banana. We're gonna add just a few frozen strawberries, not too many, maybe like 5, because the banana is really where you're gonna get your creaminess and your flavor. And then 1 cup of this Greek yogurt. I'm gonna use the toasted coconut. And the most important thing here is the P Science Select Protein. Of course, I'm gonna be using the gourmet vanilla, which is the best vanilla protein in the entire world. Vanilla and cake pop are my favorite for any type of smoothie. So let me blend this up and show you what it looks like. And thanks to cameraman, we have the perfect consistency finally. I've been playing around with it. The big thing that I had to change was I was trying to put the whole banana in there, so I had to break it up a little bit so it would blend better and not add nearly as much almond milk. But just look at that. That is exactly how I like it. But we gotta give you a taste test. It's the best protein smoothie in the world, I'm telling you guys. Macros right here. You're not gonna get anything better than that, especially, you know, it's so refreshing when it gets a little bit warmer out. Oh my gosh.
It tastes like a strawberry Frosty.
Hey, if cameraman is stealing my food, you know it's good. That never happens. And even though I've got a lot going on, it's still inexcusable not to be working toward any goal that I put in front of myself. So I'm out here getting my 10,000 steps. Almost made an excuse that I got behind on editing, so I was gonna stay inside and do that. I need to figure out ways to get everything done. So when I get back, I can do some editing before dinner. But 10,000 steps, that's my goal. I'm going to be sticking to it. I need to stop making stupid excuses and just get it done. And for dinner, we have got a wonderful steak, asparagus, cauliflower risotto plate made by yours truly, the beautiful cameraman. So thankful. Watching a show about Colts. Alfie's over there enjoying his treat. What a perfect night. And then dessert for the night, we're gonna have 120 grams of oatmeal to catch up on some carbs. We have 1 scoop of P Science Vanilla Gourmet protein in there, make it taste delicious. This consistency is what I like. You know, we're gonna have a poverty brownie before bed, and that is going to make up the food for the day. So I'll put the macros across the screen so you guys can check that out. It's about average from what I've been doing lately. Sometimes I go a little over, sometimes I go a little under. It all kind of depends. And that is going to be the end of this quarantine series. I really hope that you all enjoyed it. I'm glad that I documented so I can look back on it, show it to my kids in 20 years and tell them this is the reason that we don't eat bats. But please drop the video a like if you enjoyed it. I'd really appreciate that. But thank you all so much for taking time out of your day to watch. You could have been doing anything in the entire world, and you chose to spend a few minutes with me. That is pretty awesome. Let me know if anyone made it all 7 or 8 episodes. I can't remember which number, but let me know in the comments down below. I look forward to talking to y'all next time.